So I was on a walk the other day, and I do most of my best thinking while I'm on a walk. So I was on a walk, and I was thinking of my friend who I hadn't seen for a long time. She hadn't been in the places that I usually run into her. I haven't heard from her, which is weird. So I sent her a message, and I'm like, "Hey, like I haven't seen you for a while. Are you okay?" And she went on to tell me all the things that she was involved with, all the responsibilities she had, all of the roles she was fulfilling, on and on and on. And it wasn't like she was excited to be in these roles and have these responsibilities. It was more like they were just weighing her down. And her tone had this very kind of sad, overwhelmed, depleted, fatigued. Those are all words that came to mind when I was reading her message, and then talking to her. And she was just overwhelmed. And it's not the first person that I've run into that has shared those things with me. And you can probably name people in your life, or maybe you are one of these women who you just say yes to all the things because, number one, you feel like if you don't do it, it won't get done, or you don't want to let the person down who asked you. It can be a number of reasons. But when we say yes to everything, we're saying no to the best thing, better things, things that are more intended for us to say yes for. Going through this process, I feel like something else that I learned is you probably weren't the first person that they asked to do this job or to fulfill this responsibility. Sometimes we feel like people come to us because we're the first person that came to mind, or they think, you are the best person for this job. And they may present it to you like that. And so you say yes because you're like, well, no one else is going to do it, so I guess I'll do it. But really, the reality is, you probably weren't the first person they asked. Sorry to break it to you, but you were probably the second, maybe third, maybe fourth person. They went through a string of other people that said no unapologetically, and then they got to you and they're like, well, Susan will say yes. She'll do it. And so they come to you, and you, for whatever reason, have a hard time saying no. So you say yes, even though you don't have the time. You don't feel like you're the best person for it. You just say yes out of guilt or whatever other feeling comes up. Um, Another thing that I realized is that when you say yes to something that doesn't belong to you, that doesn't fit with your personal mission, then you're preventing the right person from fulfilling that job and that role. And I ran into that many years ago. So if you don't know me, my name is Susan Larimer. My husband is a pastor, so I'm a pastor's wife. And many years ago, I was asked to be the Sunday school teacher. Actually, I don't even think I was asked. I think it was a hole in our ministry where nobody was stepping up. And so it was me saying, well, I'm the pastor's wife. I guess I'll do it. Like, I guess it defaults to me. Now, if you don't know me, which many of you don't, I don't do well around kids. I'm very uncomfortable around kids. I have two kids of my own. They are now adults, and I love my adult kids and have a great relationship with them. But I really struggled when they were little because I feel like children should be like little adults and think like adults, and that's just not the case. So I'm just not comfortable around little kids. So anyway, that's another reason why I should not have said yes. But I did say yes. So then every week, I'm like, oh, great. It's almost Sunday. I need to prepare a lesson. I need to prepare an activity or a craft or a game. I'm dreading teaching the lesson because I know I just can't relate to these little kids. And I did it for, I don't know, about a year or two, which is way too long. And then finally, when I stepped down, we actually moved away. We were with that church for 17 years, moved away, and someone stepped up because they wanted to, because they love children, because they had so many creative ideas and how to teach Bible lessons to these children. And the kids thrived, the teacher thrived, and I was like, you're doing an amazing job. Like, where were you 2 years ago? But that's the exact point I'm trying to make, is that I never should have said yes to that. It wasn't in alignment with who I was. It wasn't a part of my personal mission. I just did it out of guilt. But with that comes feelings of resentment and regret and anger and on and on and on. So I created this book. It's called the Intentional Life Workbook, and it is specifically for those women who say yes to everything, or they say yes to things out of guilt or because they feel like no one else will do it. And I have module one ready to go for free. I'm going to put it in the description of this video. I want to get it into your hands. Module one just takes you through kind of an audit. You list all of the roles and responsibilities that are in your life: teacher, mom, committee member, leader, direct sales consultant, all of the roles. You list them all. And then you go through and you mark each one as, does it fill me up? Does it empty me and deplete me? Or is it neutral? I could take it or leave it. So you go through all of those roles and you label them, and you'll start to see a pattern. And then what comes next is we create a mission, vision, and values from that life audit. So I'm so excited to share this workbook with you. I will have more videos coming, but this is video one, and I'm offering that module one for you just to get started. So if you're overwhelmed with all of the questions, people asking you to do this, to do that, to be a part of this committee, to lead this, to provide this, to take someone here, take someone there, all of those questions, then this workbook is for you. And I'm so excited to help you figure out your life mission, your vision, your values, and to use that as a filter going forward to determine which roles and responsibilities you should say yes to and which ones you should unapologetically say no to. And it even teaches you how to say no. It gives you words and phrases and responses and how to say no. And it has helped me so much. I've been going through this since 2018, I would say, about 8 years. And I finally feel like I'm at a place in my life where I'm living with intention. It feels good. It is exciting. I wake up every day and I'm excited about what my day is filled with. So I'll be sharing my mission with you also, but I just wanted to throw that out there. This is the Intentional Life Workbook, and Module 1 will be down in the description. Download it today, get started, and just take an honest look at all the things that are on your plate. Your plate is only so big. You can only fill it with so much food. It shouldn't be piling up and piling up. So that's what I'm offering for you today. Thank you so much for being here. You can click that subscribe button. You can send me a message that you get all of the videos in this series, but I'll put them in a little playlist also. So that's it. That's all I have to share today. Thanks so much.